Okay, so we got our access port vent mount. Got the bag in a second. From Subiflow. I believe the company is Mach 5. There's the sticker. This one, I ordered it because it's not 3D printed, it's injection molded and it has these little lock tabs on the side, but I'll get out of the bag. Okay, so here it is. It's got the little extension that runs under like the OEM one, and the place where you transfer the blue clip. You can see it is darker, a little more glossy than the OEM part, but I do like the fact it doesn't have all the ridges from being 3D printed. It has these side lock tabs for the access port, so it'll allow you to get a little more length in there on the cord, but we're gonna go ahead and transfer this guy. So what we did to pull the vent out, you can see I've already got the cable routed, is this guy was, I gotta take out my previous access port mount, but this guy was sitting in here pretty much flush. You just get your pry tool under here. I pulled up on the vent a little bit to be able to more easily get the pry tool under. This pops up pretty easy. The side panel here, to get him off, I went way back in the corner. There's a lip you gotta overcome right here to get your tool in, and it runs all the way around. I guess you could try from up here, then you risk scratching the hard plastic of your vent. So use a plastic pry tool like one of these guys, something really thin. Get up and under, pop it, and just run your hand along. It comes out pretty easy. So we routed the cable through this gap here. Gonna tie it under this panel here and then do this hole up and out. We're gonna put the vent in now. I'll transfer the blue clip, put the vent in now, and see what kind of length we need. Figured it was probably wise to do a quick little test fit, and those little tabs on the side hold it in pretty good. Time will tell, if they wear out or not, but I'm not planning on taking this in and out too often. All right, so make sure you've got the top, it says up, letter facing forward or notation facing forward. I ran the cable, hard to see, under the front to the side and back to give us some length, because you got to clear the tab in the back, so having it in the back kind of gets in the way. So I ran it in the front. This little vent is crazy flexible, so you should be able to move it around. I'm in Arizona, so I'm not really worried about using the defroster, but I could see this maybe being a little bit of a blockage if you're in a colder climate. But we're gonna go ahead, check the slack on this, see if it's right, and then button this guy in. Okay, so it fits in here pretty nice. We adjusted it's probably darn near impossible to see in there. We adjusted the slack on the wire, hopefully enough to be able to get it out. It's a little bit awkward, but get it out reliably, and then disconnect it, and then put it back in. So now we're gonna probably give a little bit more slack up here and tie this in. All right, so I think we got everything routed. We've got cable zip tied right across this piece of plastic, but with a little bit of flexibility. I just wanted to get it tucked in there. Zip tied here, there's a nice beveled edge so you won't cut it up. And then it's gonna be hard to see. You can just barely see it in there, but there it is, you can kind of see it move. What I did is I bundled up all the excess wire, ran a loop through it on one of the loop ends. Sorry, ran a zip tie through one of the loop ends just to hold it in place so then it's not sagging down. But you can still get your OBD2 out. Oop. You need to do something with it and plug it back in. So yeah, that's it. So we're just gonna put the cover back on. Oops, out of focus. There we go, put the cover back on. See that guy's lit up. And yeah, I'll put the side panel on. I think it's a pretty good deal. I like the way that looks a lot better. There it is, all done. You can see trim panel went back in nice. Like I said before, I was telling you how to get it out. You can almost see there's a little bit of marks from even the plastic tools, but you gotta pop in here, get a little bit of an edge lifted out, and then drive it back. So this plastic is really soft. This is why I recommend doing it down here. So, I mean, I don't know, I guess you can see a little bit right here if I focus. See, you got a couple marks there, but hell, I didn't even do that. There's a mark over there, so. Anyway, it goes together pretty nice. Real nice access point. Let's see. Let's see how hard. Yeah, you can still get your finger up top there, press the buttons easy, so. Yeah, pretty cool. They're about 80 bucks. I got it from Subiflow again, and it's the Mach 5 brand. Come on and focus. There we go. There's a part number, Mach 5 brand. It's for VB WRX. I had to get this on video, I couldn't help myself. Let's see if we can catch it right there. You see that little white line? I was rubbing the edge to see if I could wipe something off. That's the corner, very corner of my fingernail. And I cut my fingernails pretty short. It was enough to, and it's not a big deal when you get far away, you can't see it anymore, but it was enough to scratch it. That's how crappy this plastic is, so just be aware. This is some really soft plastic.